Tonight we're on the second part, the meaning of the cross. A while back we were showing a YouTube video as an illustration, and it had Billy Graham. And in one of the last times that he spoke publicly, he was talking about the meaning of cross. And you can go to YouTube and you can look up Billy Graham. And he talked about the meaning of the cross. And one of the main things that Billy Graham continued to talk about was love. And when you look up the word love in the Bible, there's tons of verses that talk about the word love. And tonight we're going to look at the manifestation of God's love dealing with the cross. Now we're going to go from two different passages. Y'all know I don't like doing that, but tonight there are so many verses in the Bible I couldn't just limit it to one. And the one in the New Testament we're going to look at is Romans chapter 5, verse 8. And we're going to notice here something that it reveals to us. It says, "But God shows his love to us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." Now you think about this. This man went onto a rugged cross after being beaten all night. Can you imagine how dehydrated he was, how weak he was from the loss of blood? And then he was made to carry this cross. And then, of course, part of the way, there was someone that came because he couldn't carry it no further. But he took his arms and his hands and he stretched them out, and they were nailed to this cross along with his legs. But he did that for you, and he did that for me. I cannot give you a beautiful picture of love than that. That this man, before you or I was ever born, he died for you and me. Imagine that at this moment you were to walk out in that parking lot and someone was about to shoot you and someone stepped in front of you and took the bullet for you. You would consider that someone to love you very much. Well, this man, many years ago, did that for you and me. While we were still sinners, he loved us so much he died for us. That is a beautiful manifestation of love on the cross. I ask you now to turn to Isaiah, verse 38. And when Isaiah was preaching here in verse 17, there's something here toward the end of this verse that to me shows more of the love. As we just talked about that in Romans, I wanted to give something in the Old Testament too. The book of Isaiah, this is what it says: "Behold, it was for my welfare that I had great bitterness. But in love you have delivered my life from the pits of destruction. For you have cast all my sins behind your back." When we see this in Isaiah, he's showing a man that had sin. He had bitterness. He uses the word bitterness in this verse. And he says, but in love, he says, you dealt with this. And because of that love, it was dealt with. And he said, because of the love, you threw it away. And you didn't just throw it to the side or throw it in front of me that one day I'll once come back across it again. He says, you threw it behind your back. Do you realize that when you're headed that way, you don't see nothing back there? God loved you and me so much. I don't care what's going on in your life, what you've done, or what has happened. If you're willing to come to him in that cross, he is willing to pour his love out upon you and cast it behind him, whatever sin that is. Please, don't let another moment go by holding on to sin. when there is someone that loves you so much that he died for you and me. And he has that love wanting to pour out upon you if you will just let go of the sin.